Hey babe, what do you want for Father's Day?
Seriously?
Yeah.
A new truck.
Oh!
Not gonna happen. Actually, I know you can't do this, but I would really like all of our debt taken care of. But seriously, guys, debt is no joke.
No joke.
Like Jinx.
Like.
That's a Jinx. We cannot stress enough. Guys, we have something that will help you.
Yes. Head to creditsesame.com or download their app because there is so much information that it tells you, and now because we know so much about our credit and how terrible it is, we've decided to do debt consolidation.
Yes, we signed up for debt consolidation because we just felt like this was the best thing for us. Like, you know, some people do bankruptcy and different things. We just figured we can pay this stuff off.
Yeah.
Debt consolidation means that you're actually still paying it all off, but you're having a company handle that. So we're doing that, but we also are still keeping an eye on our credit because then it shows what accounts are closed or what accounts are being worked on, because I want to keep an eye on those things.
Very important to keep up to date with all that.
Yeah, as the debt consolidation company starts to pay down the debts and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So Credit Sesame is not just the credit score like you would think, but it's so much more. Like, it's all the tips you need to rebuild if you have issues, all the tips you need to continue to keep your credit good standings, you know, and it's so, like, once you start learning about credit score and you understand like 700 is here, 600 is there, and when you're in the 500s and you have such a hard time getting things, like, it's so important.
Yeah, and they give you tips how to get from A to B. So if you're wanting to boost your score by so much, they have tips and tricks on how to do that.
Exactly.
And you guys, it's free. It updates all of your information every month. Creditsesame.com or the app, go get it. You can honestly see yourself just start snowballing like this.
So let me tell you this, I have worked full-time for literally almost 25 years. So from 15 and a half to 18, I worked part-time little jobs and school and all that stuff. But at 18 years old, I got a full-time job and I started working hard. I worked all the way through when the girls were young and everything. And in my 20s, I bought my own car on credit and I made my payments. And then somewhere along the lines, I really screwed it up. So probably 15 years ago, my credit was a mess. I worked for years after that trying to get it rebuilt.
Me,
yeah. And then when we got married, we worked together on getting that back up to par, and probably 5 years ago, we got it good again. We bought the house because we paid attention to everything. And then in the last 2 years, we just,
snowball effect.
Yeah, we made some dumb decisions. And let me say this, in the last few years, we've used some like credit report type things. I've jumped on and tried to like see, okay, I gotta look at my credit, I gotta see this, I gotta see that. I really wish I would have just had one source to just follow, to find tips and all the things that I needed, because it is so important, guys.
And now we do.
Comment below if you understand and know how important it is to have good credit.
Yeah.
Hello.
I actually never even had a credit card till about 3 years ago.
How are you even adulting?
I was afraid because I know myself, and look what happened. I know myself. I shouldn't have done it. But we had to for the moment being, and we did a lot more than that. We got some loans.
Oh my gosh. I'm just gonna give you my personal advice. When you get loans in the mail, do not,
Oh my God.
I mean,
Guys,
if it's an absolute necessity and you can pay it off right away and you understand what it means and all that stuff, then do what you gotta do. But like, we just kept doing those things.
Honestly, it'd be 1 month we got behind and we'd get something in the mail and we're like, okay, this will help us catch up. Like, we're good. 2 months later, we do the same thing again. And it kept going.
George.
And we weren't very smart. And we're admitting that now so that you can be smart.
Darci and I are gonna write a book. We're gonna write a book.
Are we?
And
We are.
I'm not gonna tell you the title because I don't want to give it away, but we have talked about writing a book about being transparent in your life and just being like an open book, because when you are, you guys, I mean, one of the biggest things on our channel is that people say we love how honest you guys are.
Yeah.
And there might be small things that we keep to ourselves, but really you guys see, for the most part, everything about us.
And now we are sharing our financial downfall.
Yeah.
To make life even easier, Credit Sesame has its own app that you can download for free. Download the app, sign up, find all the different things that Credit Sesame can do for you. Shows all your borrowing, tips, your credit, overview. It also gives recommendations, all your credit cards, your loans, your mortgages, auto insurance, everything that you need to know about your personal credit score.
Hey, I just wanted to give you my idea of credit and how important credit is to my life as a young adult. And even when I was 18 and 19 years old, I always knew credit was important. And I think that's something that a lot more kids my age need to be worried about, is credit. It really affects you for the rest of your life, whether you're gonna wanna buy a house when you get older, you're gonna wanna buy your own car. That was so important to me, was being able to get my own car. If I didn't have the credit score I did, and if I wasn't worried about my credit score like I was my whole life, I wouldn't have been able to get my own car. And that was so important to me, because I mean, I know that some kids, like, their parents can buy their cars and stuff like that, but that wasn't the case for me. For me, I had to do everything myself, which I'm very thankful for, because it has prepared me for the future. But even like going to college, you need to be prepared for having a good credit score then, like student loans, everything like that. And credit scores are just so important. So for you to be aware of what your credit score is and how you can build it, everything like that, that's like so important to me. And it should be important to everyone. Also, checking your credit score doesn't hurt your score, which is, I think, a common like misconception of like younger kids especially. They're like, oh no, I can't check my credit score, like it'll hurt. No, on Credit Sesame, it doesn't hurt your credit score at all. So you can be checking it and making sure that you do have a credit score. So if you're coming up to like, oh, I want to buy a new car or something, you can keep checking it to make sure like you're on track to buy a new car, to pay or get a student loan, even buy a house. I have friends that have bought a house at my age, 22, 21, 22. I think they bought it when they were like 20 years old. They were super ahead of the game. Also, once you sign up for Credit Sesame, you get free ID protection up to $50,000, which for me is so important. I think everyone deals with this kind of stuff. I don't think it's just me, but I recently found out that one of my passwords that I use for a lot of different things had been compromised, which I didn't even know that was a thing. But that's part of like ID protection. Like someone can get onto your accounts and buy things with your credit, like with your credit cards or something like that. And I think that's another thing that people should be worried about. And you can check all of that on Credit Sesame. You can check to see like if any part of your identification has been compromised, and if it has, they have $50,000, up to $50,000 in protection, which is amazing. I think everyone, no matter your age, I mean obviously like younger kids, they don't need to worry about the credit score, but like once you start getting in your late teens, I think that's when you should start like trying to build up a credit score, because once you get out of high school, you're gonna want to do your own things, and you need to be an adult and have a good credit score. Just saying. Bye guys.
Go and download the app for free and check out all the different things that it can help you with.
I know you probably wanted to see the baby and wanted to see more of our vlog style stuff, but we are committed to always doing whatever we can to help any way we can with you guys and
Yes.
your lives and the things that are important.
And we know a lot of you guys are young families and younger, just the younger
young.
generation.
I'm still learning.
No. And you might not know a lot about this, like myself, being as that I didn't get a credit card until 2 years ago.
But all that to say, we care about you guys and this is important to us. It's huge for us. We're definitely sharing something with you that is a necessity in our lives, and we believe it's a necessity in your lives. So head on over to creditsesame.com.
Yes, get your 100% free credit score.
It's free, it's easy to use, it gives you tips. You need it, you'll love it.
Yeah.
Trust us. We love you guys. Live the boss life. Talk to you soon.